Hello, it is 10 to 12 and I'm just climbing through 3,300 meters in the Chamonix Valley. I am fully loaded up with my tent, some food. The first job is getting out of the Chamonix Valley. I'm going to cross over towards Valacine, connect to these cliffs over here hopefully, and then into Switzerland is the plan, but one step at a time. It's a really good cloud base today, so hopefully it'll be possible. Jack's flying with me. Well, hopefully anyway. He is in two minds about coming to Switzerland, but I really hope he does. He's really high right now. We met in India in the autumn. He's a very good pilot, British guy as well. So yeah, hopefully we're going to do a little Vol-Biv together. But yeah, it's a bit bumpy today and a bit windy, so we'll see how it goes. I need to move on from here. I'm wasting time. But yeah, let's see how it goes. One step at a time. Feels like a trouble. These climbs are quite bumpy. Wow. It's really nice flying with someone else in the team because you can help each other find where the climbs are. When you fly solo, it's a lot harder work. You've got to search the air a lot more. Yeah, it's bumpy here. It's all coming over here. It'd be nice to get high and then get out of here. It looks less windy in Switzerland on the line. So we managed to climb up a little bit here, almost at 3,500 meters. It's pretty bumpy. Quite a bit of wind around. This is the Emerson, I don't know how you say it, dam. It's yeah, it's pretty cool. We've got plenty of height right now, which is nice. You can see the wind farm turbine is on a little bit, but this one on the corner isn't even turning yet. The valley wind's not too strong just yet. And the way to tell the wind direction when you look at these is it goes clockwise when you're looking from the direction of the wind. So when you're looking at a wind turbine, if it's turning like a clock, you've got the tailwind. Wow, this climb's getting really good. Hopefully Jack can hook into it as well. It is beautiful around here. It's pretty raw. So we're officially in Switzerland now. Although I kind of count flying into Switzerland once we hop over this valley and get across. So yeah, I'm going to top this one out. Let Jack get up to a similar height as well, and then we're going to make a jump across. So far so good. So I'm hitting 3,800 meters, which is really nice. Just make the crossing hopefully super smooth, and you can really see the inversion layer here. Like, it's super clear. I'm sure the camera's going to pick it up. I'm just teaming up again with Jack for the crossing, but the only problem with hanging around at an inversion is it's normally where it gets pretty rough and bumpy. Let's go for it, bro! Woo! Let's go! Jack's a brave man following me, because really I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just making it up and a bit of guesswork. and yeah, we hope for the best. Together we'll figure it out. You can't really go wrong with 3,700 meters. I probably just jinxed it, but hopefully not. So we've connected really nicely over in Switzerland. We're at 3,600 meters, which is really nice. So we're on the Swiss highway now, as it's nicknamed. We're just gonna hop from these big ridge to big ridge and keep heading towards the east and see where we end up. It's, yeah, what an afternoon, really nice. We've picked up a friend as well. And yeah, look at the views, it's just beautiful. First time flying this part of Switzerland for me, so that's really nice. Nice to finally be doing it. Super pleased that Jack decided to come along as well. We'll find a nice spot this afternoon to go for a bivvy. What a day, how cool is this? Wow. So when I'm flying, I always have a look at the live wind data and to make sure there's nothing that's going to cause any problems. Yeah, there's nothing too alarming right now. Lots of green. It's the great thing about flying in the Alps in Europe. You have access to all this data whilst you're in the air. In the Himalayas you don't have any of that, so maybe sometimes it's better not to know. Oh, I'm getting hammered here. Just cruising along at 3,400 meters. We are 60 kilometers away from Chamonix, where we took off. And yeah, we're just going past that sort of Sion area. Jack's just joined in below me. Wow, that is epic. I think I'll get a little video of that. There is a sailplane down here getting an aero tow. They're about to start their flight. They're probably going to do a ridiculous amount of kilometers just this afternoon. It's 2:10 now. Be interesting to see where they get dropped. We had a lot of smoke over the last week in the air. The air has been super misty and foggy, kind of looked like Delhi, New Delhi in India, but it's starting to clear now, and I believe it was from some wildfires in Canada. It seems a bit crazy that it'll come all the way across here and make it smoggy for us, but yeah, that's what I read. It's yeah, it's nice that it's past and you can see all the summits now and yeah, take it all in. It'd be a shame to be here. There's a Matterhorn over there. It'd be a shame to be here and not to be able to see all the summits. Jack's gone pretty deep in here. He's just down there trying to catch a climb. Pretty amazing terrain here. This is one of the big passes. Just have to be careful though, because you do get wind. The valley winds come over this pass. I was going to cut straight across, but Jack's going the bold way, so I'm following him now. There doesn't seem to be much wind coming over the path. Still a tailwind right now. 4 meters straight into it. God, keep turning. Come on, keep turning. Got kicked out of it a little bit there. So this is where the landslide was, at Blatten. I hadn't looked at any pictures or anything, so I didn't realise just how big it is. It was obviously huge. Like it's flattened an entire town, which is just absolutely devastating for the people who are living there. Wow, it's quite something to see it in person. So we've got to skirt around this valley. We're not allowed to fly in here right now because of all of the helicopters that are doing work. Wow, that is quite a dramatic change in the landscape. Oh, I'm getting nailed here. Wow, it's super windy. That was a bad move going across there. Wow, this is a bit stressful. Because of the airspace, we couldn't just follow the ridge signs and where you'd normally catch climbs. We've ended up getting stuck here, and it's pretty bumpy and turbulent. And of course, when you're close to the ground is when it's dangerous. Come on. Okay, I'm making a bit of a bold move, making a fairly low jump to the other side of the valley. It doesn't seem to be working that well here. And the most obvious path is just to hop to this nice rocky ridge, but that's in airspace right now because of the landslide. So yeah, gonna try jump over to the other side of the valley, see if that's working a little bit better. Hopefully it's not too optimistic and I don't end up in the valley, but we shall see. Well, I got a pretty bad glide coming across the valley, but I'm just about connecting. I really hope there's a good valley wind on this mountain to help me climb up the side of it. It's very warm now. I'm down this low, down at under 1800 meters. It's very low. But this was pretty much the only option other than flying through the airspace. I didn't really want to do that. I really need this face to be working. Okay, I'm at 1,670 meters. There's not a lot happening here. Come on. That feels positive. Whew, it's warm down here. I am just reaching 2,000 meters and the climb is getting more consistent and stronger. so warm down here. I can't wait to get back up high. This mountain here is insane. The move of crossing the valley seems to have worked. As long as this climb carries on. So Jack and I have got separated. I crossed the valley and he didn't. But I've managed to get hold of him on the phone, and the plan is to go top land at Reuniting. It's 26k away from where I am, over this way, so yeah, it's not too far at all. But I'm going to get super tall here as high as I can get, and then cross back over in the valley. It's quite a spicy climb. The colour of this mountain is pretty cool. I guess it's some kind of metal or mineral, maybe. Yeah, I'm not really too clued up on it. It looks like the colour of iron, right? But so I've gained a couple of 100 metres extra there in that thermal. So now time to cross the valley again. I'll see if I can hop across and connect to the other side again. It's possibly the most inefficient route I could pick to get to where I'm going to go, but I don't know, maybe flying like this, challenging yourself, makes you a better pilot. If it works, that is, if I don't end up on the valley in 10 minutes. I get quite a lot of sync, so hopefully that improves. So I've just had a call with Jack, and yeah, we're gonna try carry on and go a little bit further. He's just by Rider Alp now. Rider Alp. I'm not sure how you say it. So the valley crossing for me has gone pretty well. I'm gonna connect to this side, I think, no problems. So he said he's just boosted to 3,800 meters, so there's no need to go and land just yet. Okay, I'm just connecting with the other side of the valley now. Again. Wow, it's pumping here. Ah, look at this little hut thing. That's really cool. There are some goats or something, They've obviously seen a lot of paragliders because they are not fussed. So I'm climbed up to 2,600 meters, slowly getting there. It'd be nice to get above the top of the mountains again. Wow, this is beautiful. Pretty insane. I'm going to try cross over to these big cliff faces here, just crossing over one of the glaciers. They're not looking too healthy, if I'm honest. Wow, what an incredible place to fly. So we've made it to Fish. Jack's already landed safely down here. He sent me a drop pin for where he's landed, and I'm just on my way now to go join him. Wow, what a day. Look at the glacier, it's insane. So we ended up landing at Fish. The camera was running out of battery, so I couldn't catch my landing, unfortunately. But yeah, we have a beautiful campsite here and managed to find Jack again after we got split up and ended up on different sides of the valley. So yeah, that was super cool to regroup, and we've got a nice bivvy spot here for the evening. The main takeoff is just over here, so we'll probably have a stroll back that way in the morning. There's a couple of people heading up who are local to here as well. So yeah, what a fun day. I think we flew over 100k, something like 120k through some pretty spectacular scenery. So that was super nice. And Jack's got his incredible 400-gram tent here. Let's have a closer look. Welcome to my crib. Wow, it's pretty impressive though. Look at that.
Fucking expensive though.
Yeah. What are we talking?
I bought it in Australia, so it was like, I think they're like 600 US or 500 US.
Wow. It's no Lanshan, is it?
It's no Lanshan.
No Lanshan, 150 euros. Can't go wrong. Yeah, we're gonna cook up some dinner now, have a chill, and yeah, hopefully gonna have a look at the forecast for tomorrow. Haven't had a look at it yet, but from the word on the street, it's gonna be a good day. So yeah, we'll decide where we're gonna head tomorrow. Oh yeah, got the popcorn starter. What a camping spot. So we're just setting up here at Fiche on the takeoff. We've got the local legend Robert over here, and Ariel as well, who I met in India in the autumn. So the plan today, we're going to head to the east this way a little bit. There's the Furka Pass, so we're going to get to the pass and decide what to do from there and see how it looks. Either carry on that way and then try and make it back tomorrow, which will be a challenging one, or the other option is to come back this way and maybe land here again or fly a bit further back towards Sham. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. There's some people thermaling here already. So yeah, going to get the gear on and get in the air. I'm just approaching cloud base now. It's around 3,600 meters, which is really nice. Got the climb on the front of this ridge all the way up. So what I'm trying to do here is just run the good energy lines and see if I don't have to turn. If I hit a really strong climb, then I'll turn, but going up at 1 meter average right now. The conditions are just unreal. Silky smooth, 3 meter a second average. Just climbing through 3,500 meters right now. And it's absolutely beautiful. This is a special day. Jack's just up here hanging around, waiting for me to ride together. The Furka Pass is up here. It's only 14 kilometers away. I'll be honest, I get very tempted just to go carry on past it. Right, the lift is getting weaker here, so maybe I'll try a bit into the higher terrain. Yeah, there we go. The advice I've always got from more experienced pilots, or read or watched videos of, is never settle for the way of climbing it until you're sure it's the very best that you can get in the area. Be curious, search around. What happens if I go a bit more to the terrain? What happens if I go a bit more into the wind? What happens if I go a little bit downwind? Does it get stronger, weaker? And then from there, you can map out the lift and how it's working. Yeehaw, what a day! So we've got quite a bit of well, not quite a bit, we've got 10k of west wind. Maybe even less than that, actually. I reckon I can get another couple of turns in here. Famous last words, this will be. simply stunning around here. It's really wild as well. Wow, 3,800 meters. Quite glad I put all my layers on. I was on launch going, do I need everything? I think I can zip everything up now as well. Because I've just got shorts and then my down trousers, so it's pretty warm once you put those down trousers on. But once you're up at 3,800 meters, it's very nice. Allez, let's go. Getting very tempted to keep on going. I think getting back to Sham can be a problem for the next 2 days. The climbs aren't so strong here, so just having to change gears a little bit and big old surge. So Robert is the guy behind the website Flying Fish. He's put a lot of time into detailing how to fly here as a visiting pilot. Super helpful resource. So yeah, thank you Robert. I thanked him on launch this morning when we met. Thank you for putting the time and effort into it. It's a super helpful resource. I've been studying it ahead of flying in Switzerland. It's very complicated here. And it can change a lot depending on the general meteo wind as well. It seems to be going up particularly quickly here. There you go, Robert. There's a thank you for your website. I might have to find it for you. Reaching cloud base, 3,800 meters right now, and I've decided that I'm going to go for the pass. I'm going to give it a go. Seems like too much of a good opportunity to pass up. I know Jack was in two minds about coming, so we haven't really got a good way of communicating, so I think I'm gonna go for it. Keep an eye out for him if he does decide to follow. He didn't seem very set on it. Wow, 4,000 meters. That is epic. I wonder if this guy's going to go for the pass as well.
At this point of the flight, I checked my camera lenses were clear, and unfortunately, I unplugged my microphone. So for the next section of the flight, I'll add some commentary so you have some context of where I am and what's happening. Here, I'm crossing the Furka Pass. The crossing went really smoothly, the conditions were great, and the scenery was absolutely unbelievable. I flew a lot with this guy on the Zeno, and it was super helpful to have somebody to fly with. We were marking the climbs for each other and helping each other find the strongest parts of the lift. I actually really enjoyed the side of paragliding. You share some really special moments with a complete stranger. Sometimes you can fly together for 10-15 minutes, maybe longer, and then you never see this person again. We're getting close to Andermatt here, and the conditions were just absolutely fantastic. The cloud base was so high, making the crossings very easy. Once we crossed into this valley system, however, the conditions were slightly more tricky and it required a little bit of patience to not push on too soon, too early. The climbs were strong in a lot of places, but they were few and far between, so I was trying to stay high here and not get impatient and get low. It's much more comfortable when you're up a cloud base rather than down scratching on the ridges. I also bumped into our friend from yesterday from near Sion, who was also on his own Vol-Biv trip. Whilst I was in flight at this point, I downloaded the map for Austria onto my phone, as I realised that I was running out of map as I flew further to the east. It was time to make a decision. Do I go right towards her, as I planned, or do I take this valley that heads slightly northeast and potentially allows me to cross over into Austria? I decided to go for it and caught a nice climb here. It was a little bit tricky at first trying to locate one, but once I was up a cloud base before the crossing here, then I knew it was on for sure. I arrived with plenty of height, which made the connection very easy, but I found myself quite low in these little valleys and scratching around. I had to push onto this cliff face and scratch around pretty close to the terrain. I did manage to hook into a climb though, and this is where I'm just working my way up. It was actually pretty smooth and gentle lift flow down, and then as it consolidated as I got higher, it then increased in strength. I'd been celebrating making it to Austria once I crossed the valley. It was only afterwards when I looked back at my track log that I realised I was actually in Liechtenstein at that point. It was around here, I think, that I actually crossed into Austria. This was the first time I've ever visited Austria, so it was pretty cool to arrive by air. The scenery was absolutely fantastic. Because I hadn't studied the map of this area, I was trying to figure out in the air which valley system I should take from here, and where to set myself up for a good day tomorrow. I made the decision to hop across this valley and connect here, but unfortunately I ended up on these spurs and it was very rough and horrible air. After over 6 hours in the air at this point, I can't say I was enjoying this, and it was a little bit stressful. You can see I'm looking for potential outs and ways to get away from here. I decided to make the jump back to the next spur in the valley. It looked like it was more square into the wind and hopefully had a cleaner airflow. I attempted to catch a thermal here, but it was all blown out by the valley wind, so then I tried to top land on this small ridgeline.
So I was trying to land on that little ridge back there, but it was too lifty. To be honest, it's not the safest place to land. But then a little thermal rolled through and I gained a couple of 100 meters. I've taken that as a sign that I shouldn't be landing there. I'm going to hop back to this next ridge. The landings here are much bigger, so I just need to connect and soar up in the valley wind, hopefully on this corner. Yeah, hopefully I don't bomb out, so I don't have a long walk in the morning up. Oh, on the ground safely. That was a much better place to try land. That other place was, yeah, way too pumpy at this time. So I'm all set up with my campsite. I found myself a really beautiful spot here. Really nice stream just over here for some water. Just filtering some water. It's good to drink as it is, to be honest, but I always give it a filter. And gonna get a beautiful sunset as well. Just had my popcorn starter and about to cook up some noodles for dinner. That day was incredible. I've been wanting to do that flight for, yeah, Like I've been thinking about doing it. I've been looking at the map, but I hadn't actually studied this area and like figured out where to go. So it was a bit of figuring things out on the fly. But yeah, that was really cool. Really cool. I'm super happy. The conditions were incredible for it, so that really helped. Had a tailwind the whole way, so yeah, that was really special. Looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully get a good rest tonight. Wow, the old solar panel added a new challenge. Clouds are looking quite big already in places, so I don't think it's going to be a long flight today. Oh wow, didn't realise there was a big dam over here. Definitely want to get high before I go that way then. Try this bit here. Wow, this is pretty scenic. I would love to say it's going smoothly, but it's really not. Oh wow, this has gone terribly. There must be valley wind already. Oh no. Oh, I think I'm bombing out here straight away. Oh, there's a lot of wind here. Wow, there's valley wind already. It's like 20 to 11. Did not expect that. Picked a pretty bad spot to start based on that. Oh, hello. Right, I'm at 1550. This is not the start that I had in mind. Well, it seems to be working. I've caught a very gentle climb. I don't want to speak too soon that I'm out of here, but I'm definitely climbing. I've gained 100 meters now on a north-facing slope. Figured that one out. The north wind caught me out today. I was not expecting that. But it's also saved the day as well when I managed to get around here. So, oh yeah, 1 meter a second now. Right, fingers crossed this will be the start of the day. Nothing like starting the flight with a sweaty low save, eh? Ah yeah, that's what I want. Don't mind the bumps if it's going up. So I've been here for about 15 minutes or so now, I think, and I've had a lot of time to contemplate my choice of where to land. And I've kind of realised now that this whole side of the valley is east facing. I don't know why I didn't realise yesterday. I was a bit tired and didn't sleep amazingly well the night before. And I think I flew for over 6 hours. And in my head that was the wrong side of the valley to be on, but looking at it now, it would have actually been a great place to start this morning. not really sure why I didn't put that together, but there we are. I'm at 1900 meters now, slowly climbing up. So hopefully I can save this and make something of the day. Okay, so I think I've got enough height, well, not enough height, as much height as I could from there. I kind of got up to the height of the summit and just kept getting back there and there again. I'm going to try this this quarry thing here. It's in the lee side a little bit of the valley wind, but the valley wind's not too strong right now, and there's quite a lot of hot spots on the map for it as well, and there's a nice cloud, so it's got the recipe for being a thermal source, so fingers crossed. I'm going to give it a go. It might be a all or nothing move, to be honest, because it's not in the valley wind, so I can't soar if it doesn't work. But to be honest, looking at the sky, I haven't got that much time in the day anyway, so I need to do something and try and make something work. So yeah, I'm going to give this a go. I decided I don't want to fly that valley anyway, the one that I landed with the intention of flying. I didn't as I said, I haven't really looked at the map for this area at all, and when I took off I only just saw that big dam and the high ground in there, so it might be a bit spicy to land in there if I do bomb out. So yeah, I'm going to favour this valley anyway. I've got to get to Innsbruck tomorrow, so I need to bomb out in the valley with the road that way, and yeah, this one goes that way. So if this doesn't work, then I'll fly out, just land down here, and I'll start hitchhiking or catch a bus or whatever. So, but hopefully it'll be kind to me. It's in the sun, it's in the lee side as well, so that normally means that like the warm air will collect. It shouldn't be too bumpy because the wind's not too strong right now. It is a bit bumpy. Wow. Woo. Certainly a lee side climb. Wow. Filming down here as well. I know it's going up, mate, but I just don't like the air. Oh, the golden eagle. Please look after me, mate. Need to remember to breathe. Whew. That was pretty spicy. It's not over yet, I need to concentrate. Breathe, relax. Oh, okay, I think I'm connecting. Hopefully it'll just get smoother from here. Oh wow, been flying for an hour and 6 minutes. I've done what have I done? 7 kilometers. Wow, that was not the start I was hoping for. Hopefully it'll get better from here. I've managed to make it to cloud base, which is a relief. It's about 3,300 meters right now. I'm just trying to plot out what I'm going to do. What I really wanted to fly was the valley back there. But it's looking pretty, yeah, it's looking pretty developed. So I think I might try cut through here. I was going to try stick to the valleys of the main roads, because if I do bomb out, I need to get to Innsbruck this evening. But I'm pretty sure, so I was thinking about doing the one over there, and I know that's got a road, but this looks like it joins up, so even if I did bomb out, hopefully it wouldn't be too much of a walk. And yeah, it's looking pretty good right now as well. It's looking pretty pumping. Like, the clouds are developing, but right now it's not too bad. So I'm going to try hop here, connect, and if I do connect, then I'll try go through this way. If not, then I'll try push out this way. But yeah, super pleased to be out there. That was pretty eventful. It's beautiful here. Just wish I'd studied the map a little bit more, to be honest. There's not actually too much wind at altitude, which is nice. It was just the valley wind, which has started incredibly early today. I've actually got a bit of a tailwind if I go this way as well, so yeah, I think that's my plan. Hopefully I don't end up with a long walk out. Yeah, now we're talking. 4 meters a second average before I reached up and switched the camera on and chucked myself out of it a little bit. I should probably exit now actually as well, if I want to carry on this way. Yeehaw! Now we're talking! So despite how epic and big this cloud is, I was actually struggling to find the climb. I just kept getting like 0.5 and then it would fade out, searching around. That's the problem when you're flying by yourself, it takes twice as long sometimes to find the thermals. Cloud forming here. There should be a super strong climb somewhere, but I don't really want to leave what I've found now as well. So I know it's not abundant. I definitely want as much height as I can get here before I hop across. I've been debating whether to go this way or this way. This way looks more appealing in terms of aesthetics. Mountains this way, but the south faces are pretty committing over there, so these south faces are a bit more friendly. Well, I went chasing some wispies and the clouds were forming, but I didn't find anything under them. So my hand's being forced a little bit now. I'm gonna cross over to this spiky summit here and yeah, hopefully catch a climb off of that. Yeah, some of these clouds are getting pretty big. It's gonna be a hell of a walk out of here if I end up landing. What we like. Woohoo! Wow, pretty serious flight around here. Austria is no joke. Woo! Breathe, remember to breathe. I bet there's a bit of a mix of wind here, these sort of cold and passes. Well, that climb started to die out a little bit. So I'm going to push on if I can find my bloody speed bar. So the wind is from like the northwestish today at the moment, so I'm pretty happy being this side of these cliffs. The south facing would be better for thermals, but it looks like this side's working as well. Hopefully there's a nice strong climb around here. Life is better at cloud base, that's for sure. Ah yeah, there we go. Wow, that's beautiful. Climbing up to a nice rocky north face. These blue lakes down here are beautiful. Really nice. So I've just been having a look at the map and these cross the valley soon at some point. It's working pretty nicely on this side, but I think once I get on that side, it'll be a cleaner run towards Innsbruck. There's definitely some clouds that I need to watch out for. But this one's getting pretty big. Okay, do I have enough height to cross yet? I might jump one more ridge this way. So now I've climbed up a bit. It actually looks like it's raining towards Innsbruck right now. It's very dark and grey, which is a real shame if I can't carry on. I'm going to keep assessing the situation as I go, but I might need to land soon. I think I'm going to climb up here. If I get to the corner there and it's still looking pretty bad, then I'll land. I'm actually upwind of it right now, so I'm not too worried, but it's not a good idea to fly too close to it. There are always more days to fly, so it's not growing anymore, the cloud. You can see it's running out of energy, so that's a good sign. We shall see, we shall see. So I've just been assessing the situation, checking the live data, and yeah, this is a massive rain shower. So I don't think it's a smart move to carry on. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to hop into this valley here. The wind is westerly, so it should be going away from me. So I think I'm going to hop into the valley there and find somewhere to land. The winds are all pretty calm right now. There's no like gust front or anything, so I haven't got too many concerns on that front. Wow, look at this summit. How cool is that? I remember Ben Kellett saying Christians must have been glider pilots because they seem to put crosses on top of all the thermal markers. Made me laugh. Yeah, so it's a tricky one. Or it's not a tricky one really, because the sensible thing is to go land. But then part of me is like, oh, it might cycle and it'll be okay, because showers come and go. But then if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time when another one develops, that's the problem. Yeah, so I've just looked at this cloud as well, and that looks like it's going to drop and shower very soon. So yeah, I think it's time to call it quits, to be honest. I think I'm just going to go for a long glide into this valley. Probably going to hit some nice lifts along the way as well. It would have been nice to fly to Innsbruck, but it's not worth getting in an accident for. Yeah, look, this is pretty big here. Yeah. I'm going to fly under these ones, they're still pretty friendly. Should give me a little boost, and then, yeah, head into this valley here. Quite feisty under this one. So now on the live data there is some pretty strong gusts in places, so just need to be a little bit cautious. There's a saying that when it gets too easy, it's time to get out of the air. And yeah, everything is starting to go up a lot, so time to call it a day. If I hadn't lost so much time this morning, I could have probably made a bit more actually, if I hadn't... If I hadn't have got stuck this morning, I might have ended up in that. So, that's another way to look at it. Yeah, it's getting pretty bumpy now. Time to call it a day. It'd be nice to know where the rain shower has been so I don't land in a wet field, but... Maybe Maybe I'm asking too much there. For a moment, I'm going to be honest, the devil on my shoulder started giving me bad ideas. I was wondering, maybe I can carry on, because I've seen on live some people are still in the air. I was thinking, this seems to be dissipating, and maybe if I was thinking about top landing and waiting half an hour. But I've just had a look at the radar on Windy for like the future radar as well, and yeah, there's more rain showers in this whole area, so I need to stop getting tempted and make smart choices. So yeah, I'm gonna go land now. I'm gonna do the right thing. No flight is worth messing yourself up. This is just for fun. So I do have live data on the wind, but what I do when I'm above my field is just fly both ways, hands up, check the speed. I bet I'm going to land on that uphill bit, aren't I? Yeah. No, it's okay. Right, let's get out the longer grass so my wing doesn't get too wet. Perfect. Another safe landing. And you know what? I'm actually super proud of myself for coming and landing right now. Yeah. Sometimes there's a bit of a battle of the ego to do the right thing, especially when you're like, you set this task of Chamonix in Innsbruck, like that was in my head. So it's quite hard to do the sensible and right thing and go, actually, you know what, this is not safe anymore. So, because you probably could have carried on, but it's not safe, that's for sure. It's not safe. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm pleased with myself. What an epic 3 days. That was so cool. Yeah. Now I'm just stood talking to myself in some random field in Austria, set up from France 2 days ago. Oh man, I love Vol-Biv flying. It's so bloody epic. Right, let's get to Innsbruck so I can go home. So where I landed, I got a phone call shortly after from Seppel.
Yeah,
I met Seppel in Beer in October, and he said, "You've landed 300 meters from my house, so wait there, I'm going to come meet you." And here we are. So yeah, the paragliding world is a very small one, and it's nice to make a community. I've landed on the side of a road in Austria, and someone has come to meet me and say hello, so how cool is that?
That's really great. And you did a great flight today because it was difficult.
Yeah.
And now it's not so nice up there. A little bit
good choice
dangerous.
To land there.
Good.
Yeah.
It's never the wrong choice to land.
Indeed. Seppel's kindly invited me into his home. I don't think I mentioned earlier, but this guy's an Austrian paragliding legend, tandem license #1. And he was downplaying his home, but look at this. It's very beautiful.
And I have my own power plant on the roof.
Wow. I'm very glad I didn't try to carry on flying.